Hey everyone, welcome back to A New Way to Museum. I'm Reese Barrick here at the Sternberg Museum of Natural History. And if you get a chance, if you've been enjoying our series, please take a moment to subscribe and to like. And we'll be back again every week on Thursday. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about one of the cutest little animals from Morocco, from the Sahara Sea Monsters exhibit. And that is this little turtle. Turtles are pretty cool. They're animals that sort of evolved in freshwater systems back in the Triassic, and by the Cretaceous you had a bunch of them crawling around on land and jumping back into the freshwater, but you had some that moved out, and we got a whole huge diversity of marine turtles. So we have lots of sea turtles today. We have all kinds. We got leatherback turtles, we've got green sea turtles, we've got all kinds of turtles that swim in the oceans, very similar to the Cretaceous. A lot of turtles in the Cretaceous that swam in the oceans, they started, their shells started becoming reduced so that they would be a little bit lighter, they could swim a little bit faster, but not this little guy. And you can tell he's kind of a happy little guy. He's got a smiley face, but he's got a very solid shell, and it's actually fairly large and fairly flared out, so it's almost covering his feet for a little extra, I don't know, a little extra protection. But he's a very interesting, odd character because he's got such a unique shell and a large one. And the one thing that you'll notice, he's got this big ridge on his shell, and he's affectionately been dubbed the Camel Turtle. He's from Morocco and he's got a hump, so they call him a Camel Turtle. He's kind of interesting. Well, he's really kind of weird and interesting, but he's not actually ever been named, so I don't have a scientific name for him. So there's actually work still to be done on fossils. There's always new fossils coming out. That's the great thing. But what is he? Well, he's a marine turtle. There's lots to be worked. With this funky shell, you know, a lot of times turtles can have different diseases, or they can have some abnormalities on their shell. So, you know, one of the questions might be, is this just an abnormality that's just weird? Is it a one-off that's just unique to this individual? Or are there more of them out there? Some of that remains to be seen, but I have it on pretty good authority that there's been more than just this one individual that has this sort of hump or ridge on the back of its shell. So it's probably a new species and a new genus of marine turtle. Again, more work to be done, but kind of cool because he's got a very solid shell and he's very small, which means he's probably maybe not swimming all over the world, so you may not find this guy everywhere. Right now, he's pretty unique to Morocco. On the other hand, there's lots of other marine turtles that we find in the oceans, and there's another one here called Toxocheilus, and Toxocheilus is a much larger marine turtle, and it actually has started to have some reduction in its carapace. Carapace is the top part of the shell. So it starts to get a little bit lighter, and it's a much larger turtle than this cute little camel turtle here. And they spread even to much bigger turtles. We have protostegids that basically have such a reduced carapace and plastron, which is the bottom part of the shell, that their shells become much more like leatherback turtles today. And so they're much bigger, they can swim a lot farther, probably migrated maybe thousands of miles. And protostegids and toxocheilids are found all over the world's oceans. So they swam everywhere. So there's lots of different species of them, and they're basically found everywhere there's an ocean. So we have turtles that are doing all kinds of cool things. We have lots of marine ones. We got two of them here that are featured in Sahara Sea Monsters, Toxocheilus, and this cool little camel turtle, which is just another fun thing to say. We don't know everything there is to know, about even turtles. You know, we're always finding more new dinosaurs, but we're finding new mosasaurs, we're finding new turtles. And that's why paleontology is always an adventure, because there's always going to be something new to find. And you too, if you wanted to become a paleontologist, would have the chance to find something new and maybe sometime have a chance to name something. So always an adventure. Adventure yourself out to the Sternberg Museum, and we will see you next week on A New Way to Museum. Thanks for joining us in A New Way to Museum with the Sternberg Museum of Natural History. If you enjoyed this video, like it and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell for notifications when we release a new video. Support us on Patreon for early access and exclusive content. You can also follow us on all our social media. Links are found in the description. Thanks for watching, and follow your curiosity to new discoveries.